Well, good evening and happy Sunday, Idaho. Right now, we're just taking a look at those current conditions for Boise. Looks like right now we're at about 33 degrees, but it feels like 26, and that's because of a little bit of a west wind we're getting, moving at about 8 miles per hour. That wind chill, we are really feeling it. Now, our current wind gusts outside of Boise, it looks like it's barely there for Kuna, Homedale, and Murphy. The graphic not necessarily registering any temperature, or not temperatures, any speeds for us in Bogus, Emmett, Caldwell, Ontario, or even Parma, but I promise you it's there. Now, speaking of that temperature versus wind chill, this is where the wind is starting to affect the actual air temperature. So even though it might read as one, it feels like something else. So taking a look at Boise, the air temperature is 31 degrees, but because of that wind, we have 23 degrees is what it feels like. Mountain Home, not seeing a significant difference, only about a 5-degree difference. But then up in Stanley, we're up in the single digits, and not only are we in the single digits, because of the wind they're feeling up in Stanley, it now feels like it's below zero. So we're at the negative point. -1 is what it feels like. Sun Valley, also the same. The air temperature is 7 degrees, very cold. And that because of that wind, it's at -7. It feels that cold. Now going into Monday, we'll see those conditions start to change a little bit. We're not going to see drastic differences between the air temperature versus the feels like temperature, but it's still very cold in places like our central mountains. And then again, down here in the Treasure Valley areas. Now, speaking of very cold temperatures, we're looking at an overnight forecast here in Boise of about 19 degrees. 19 is pretty significant, as that could be a record low. If we don't have lots of cloud coverage coming in tonight that could keep some of the heat down here in the valley, 19 is the record. The last time we saw something remotely this cold was in 1919 at 21 degrees. So we are definitely pushing it. Keep those layers closed, turn that heater on, whatever you got to do to stay warm. Now, silver lining, we're not seeing any more wet weather coming our way. We're not seeing the snow, rain, a rain-snow mix. It is going to be completely dry for the most part. We're seeing nothing coming off the coast of the Pacific Northwest into our direction. It's going to be quiet till about Wednesday. In fact, we're going to start to see a warming trend come Wednesday, Thursday. Now, taking a look at Treasure Valley highs for tomorrow, here's what you can expect. 47 for Vail, 46 for Weiser and Ontario, 45 for Caldwell, 44 for Boise, Kuna, and Mountain Home. Moving on up into our west central mountains, here's a look at those high temperatures you can expect. 47 for Garden Valley, 43 for Idaho City, 46 for Riggins, 46 for Council, 40 for McCall and Donley, 42 for Cascade. Looking at the east central mountains, high temperatures expected for tomorrow. 41 for Stanley, 41 also for Fairfield and Sun Valley. And then heading on into Magic Valley, high temperatures for tomorrow. 40 for Gooding, 41 for Twin Falls, 38 for Shoshone, and 39 in Burley. Now here's a look at that Treasure Valley extended forecast. You'll start to see a little bit of differences. We went from having very wet, cold weather last week to now we're seeing a little bit more stable conditions coming back. We're even noticing that we're seeing some of our seasonable normals coming back for Thursday. Now we have 44 tomorrow. We have 53 for Tuesday. We do have that sunshine that is extending itself until about Thursday. We'll get that cloud coverage back for Friday, but then Thursday through the rest of your Sunday, we're back in that 60-degree range. We're almost nearing 70 on Friday. And then for your Halloween, 61 degrees will be the high temperature during the day. But if you are trick-or-treating, take a look at that low temperature. We have 37 degrees is that low temperature. So, Jessica, if you have a Halloween costume, if you're going to be outside, make sure you keep those layers, because the second the sun goes down, it is going to be very cold.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be cold, but I am loving that sunshine that we're going to see before that. So thank you, Frankie.